everything they need. And best of all, that friendship only works if there is something very important. Trust. Friends, they needed to trust him. They needed to listen to God.
And he wasn't so rich. And he knows everything.
And it was easy. For a while.
Just a while?
Hi, Mommy.
I thought there were lots of trees in the garden.
Oh, there were. But there was this one particular tree in the garden that was different. God said, "Don't eat from that tree."
So they had a gazillion trees with all the fruit they could want. And just one they couldn't touch?
Yep.
Just that one?
Uh-huh.
Easy peasy.
It should have been. And Adam and Eve fine doing as God had told them, up until a new voice showed up in the garden.
A new voice? Who was it?
It was the voice of the enemy of God. And it was coming from a sneaky, tricky snake that said,
"Are you sure God said you can't eat the fruit from that tree?"
"Oh, we're sure. God said that if we eat that fruit, we will die."
And then the snake did something that no one had ever done before in God's beautiful world. The snake lied.
You will surely not die. No, if you eat from that tree, you become wise and smart like God.
That doesn't sound right. So for sure they stopped listening to the snake and walked away, right? What? No way!
They thought about what the snake said.
It would be great to be as wise as God.
Then we'd know everything too.
What to do? What to do?
What did they do?
Adam and Eve decided to trust the snake and go their own way. They did what God told them not to do. They ate the fruit.
Oh, no, 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 no!
At that moment, sin entered God's wonderful world.
No.
You see, sin is when we ignore God and choose our own way, just like Adam and Eve did.
That sneaky snake! He was Adam and Eve! And they listened to him instead of God! This is a terrible story.
Yes, that snake was terribly sneaky. And since Adam and Eve sinned, they had to leave the garden. But don't worry, the story's not over yet.
It isn't? What happened next?
God had a plan. He loved his creation, and he wasn't going to let some sneaky old snake spoil it. What that sneaky snake didn't know was that God was going to do something very special to save the world from sin and make things right again.
I knew God wouldn't let that snake ruin everything. If you love that video, hit subscribe or ask more parents to download and get that. Real Rap and Real Bible. What is sin?
Do you remember what happened to Adam and Eve?
I sure do. Adam and Eve decided to trust the sneaky snake instead of God. And because of that, something really, really bad happened.
Yes, sin entered the world. Sin is when we turn away from God and say, "I don't care what you say, God. I'm going to do things my way." See, we can't be close to God.
When we turn away from him.
Right. The sneaky snake knew that if he could get Adam and Eve to sin,
Then they couldn't be close to God. What a sneaky thing to do.
sneaky and bad, because sin gets us into trouble. This sign says God's way.